Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We're here with Thursday night's action. The VGT, the Vision Gran Turismo, Season 4, featuring the Toyota FT1 Vidget. And yes, we're here for round 4 at Les Sarthe with no chicanes. And we'll be having 2 races. Race 1 is 30 miles. I might be able to tell you the laps in a minute. And race 2 will be a 75-mile race. We have tyre regulations. They've qualified. We'll have a look at the grid in a minute, but they've qualified for 10 minutes around Les Sarthe, which I don't know. What's that? 2 laps? 1 lap? Good evening, my friend Muddy Koi in the chat. So they've qualified. There's a grid just to our right, but we'll get on to that. I've got to tell you the regulations, guys. So the tyres available in the VGT Series are the super soft, the soft, and the medium tyre. In race 1, they can use the super soft or the soft only, and the pit stops are not permitted. In race 2, the compound not used in race 1, between the super soft and the medium. The mandatory compound is the medium, and it has to be used for at least 1 stint in race 2. Like I said, we're going into a round 4, which is Les Sarthe. There is a rule that they cannot use the boost. These are hybrid cars, some kind of hybrid car, the VGT Toyota FT1. And they're not allowed to use their boost on the first lap. I'll tell you the table. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the race. I know you guys are eager to see some rubber burning. Bandit in the chat saying good evening. Well, hello. But we've got to do the table. The table's important. So Guesty is at the top of that table. So Guesty will be pleased to read the table out, even if no one else is. Oh, and Pat's joined us now. Hiya, thingy. What's that say? Recovered from the Mustang yet? No. Don't want to talk about it. I'm still sulking. So, Guesty, if I do stream that race at any point, you will not see my Mustang one bit in that. I'm going to edit myself out that race. So, anyway, this is the VGT. It's Thursday night. We haven't had that race yet. So, in top of the table is Guesty on 96 points. In second place, we have Liam Anfield on 85 points. Homesick Alien third in this championship on 77 points, which is ironic because his car number is 77, so that's quite cool. That's kismet. So, Homesick Alien 77 is on 77 points. Skyjacker fourth on 70 points, with Ensign Ewart in 5th on 67 points. Rido is 6th, having a great season is Rido, on 56 points. Bandit is 7th on 54 points, chasing him down, equal to his nemesis Barry Twins, who's also on 54 points. Wow. That must have been a showdown from the lowdown. Cthulhu is 9th on 51 points. Bunny 10th on 41 points. Pat 11th on 37 points. Jokers is 12th on 29 points. Racer Brown 13th. Again, repeat this. Racer Brown is 13th. I'm not even going to tell you his points. Pointless. No, he's got 21 points. And Danwell 14th on 10 points. But Racer Brown's 13th in this championship. Skyjacker in the chat saying, wow. Late one. Hope all is good, sir. It wasn't meant to be a late one. Time dragged out. I tell you, the good thing about doing them live is we stick to a time, and instead of a lot of procrastinating and arsing about before we start the stream, and then realise it's gone 9 o'clock and we still haven't done the stream yet. So, you know, there is one thing to be said to having it live. It means it's done in a orderly, timely fashion instead of doing late ones. Here we go then, the grid. They've qualified 10 minutes around this awesome track. Les Sarthe is so good. Everyone loves it. It's the best. So, here we go. Let's have a look at this grid. I wish we had some background music. I know they've got background music in Gran Turismo, but it sucks. So, In first place, we have Liam Anfield in the Castrol Racing Toyota. In second place, we have Guesty with a remarkable time. Coming up behind them in third place is Skyjacker in the Monster Energy. Behind him is Cthulhu in fourth. Following Cthulhu, we have Barry, the Oval Twins, giving it some large. Behind him in sixth is Homesick Alien. Seventh place on the grid for us is Pat in the number 4 car. Eighth is Ensign Hewitt. Whilst in ninth place, we have a Jokers in the Rockstar. And then in 10th place, we have the OG Bandit himself, a.k.a. Turtle. That's our grid, ladies and gentlemen. This is the race. Certain amount of laps around here at Le Saf. We will find out soon as I press the button. And they're lined up on the grid there. We saw Liam Anfield. It's 3 laps around Le Saf, and Liam's on the softs, whilst Guesty's on the super softs, Skyjacker on the softs, Cthulhu's on the super softs, Baz is on the super softs, Homesick, and it's a go, go, go. Liam on in a great start, but Guesty on those super softs, no, he cannot do the job, and Liam Anfield keeps hold of that pole into a lead. Brilliant stuff from Liam as Guesty shakes off Skyjacker, who's now at the inside of the Guesty, but Skyjacker cannot control the Toyota, and he has washed out. And now Liam Anfield with a healthy lead ahead of Cthulhu. Cthulhu coming through strong. And then third place for Pat with Guesty in fourth. Homesick Alien battling hard there around the outside of Guesty, but he cannot get the job done as Jokers a leap, but a 3 wide leap because everyone's there. Bandit from the back. Up there, Ensign Hewitt going extremely wide, whilst Jokers is on his inside, and Ensign Hewitt are there. And then we got Barry Twins in ninth, and Skyjacker playing catch up. Liam Anfield, meanwhile, leading from Cthulhu. Where's the battle? Pat in third. Pat had an absolute striker. I didn't even see him the first time round. But Pat in third on the move. Remember, they cannot use that hybrid on the first. Maybe that's been deleted because Pat's got, well, it looks like there's not a lot of, but they've only just started the race. But yeah, they're not allowed to use the hybrid, but I don't suppose they've done a lot of braking. It's a lot of straights here. So Liam Anfield leads this race with Cthulhu in second. Guesty, that's it, Guesty. Where's Pat gone now? He's down to fourth. So, strange. I thought Pat was in third for a second then. Guesty, I'm going to have to go back because I thought Pat was in third, and now suddenly there's a load of cars here. He was in third, but he was getting towed. He was a tow bunny. Do you know what? I didn't see those cars behind him because he hid them so well. So Pat then holding on to that third. But as we've seen, Guesty and Homesick Alien getting a great tow. Without those chicanes, it's just a straight line all the way down. And there they go. Pat just a sitting fodder for Homie and Homie. That's a new one. And Guesty and Homie racing it out. I'm sure Homesick will not enjoy Homie. But I mean it in the masculine term. He must understand that. Pat then in fifth with Bandit in sixth. Ensign Hewitt having a little truffle shuffle down here with Jokers and the Baz. And they're giving it large as we get on board with Bazza. He's in ninth. He's got Skyjacker behind him. And I think Skyjacker closed right into these boys as Barry a big lift through the chicane. I don't know how these cars turn. That might not be a big lift. Someone didn't brake. Ensign way off, and so did Jokers. So Bazza was, a load of people having a little mess up, and that's Guesty. That's one of our leaders. Oh my word. And yeah, in the first corner, Mulsanne I think it's called, is a lot of them had come a cropper. Oh my word. So we'll watch Liam, the master, get through the corner. Absolutely not a dilemma whatsoever. He did a bit. And there's Guesty, no brakes whatsoever. Brakes were cold, weren't they, Guesty, my man? Pat back up into third. He got back ahead of him. I can't follow this, guys. Honestly, I'm not rewinding every overtake. It's too much. The toe is strong and the overtaking is forceful. We'll catch it when we catch it. Jeez, it's late already. No, I didn't know this one was needed like 1,000 replays. Cthulhu in second, and now the Pat is coming through, the Patinator. He hasn't quite got the Spaniard yet, but he's right on his gearbox. If the gearbox is at the back of these cars, who knows? It's a vision car. It might even be at the front. It might not even exist. So Bandit then in fourth. Great drive from Bandit. He's got the two Bandit cars alongside each other with the Baz. Guesty dropping down, we saw. Homesick Alien now being caught up by Skyjacker. Skyjacker, he's on a comeback. And Joker's there in ninth. We saw him going wide, and Enseneur, we saw him going extremely wide. But Liam Anfield, this is a slam dunk of slam dunks. No one is even going to give him a run for his money. Catula just trying to survive against the onslaught of Pat. Pat bringing it large today, and these points would be welcome for him. He's slumbering a little down the table, so this will give him a great boost ahead of the stragglers. Bandit then in fourth. It's a delight to see these two cars mixing it in the top five, and Bazza rounding out that top five. And this is a reverse race if ever there was one. I've not even checked the tyres. So it's Liam Anfield, he's on the racing softs. Catula's on the super softs, and now into second lap. They can use that boost, baby, and they're going to use it liberally. And Pat then is in third. Don't lose it, Pat. No, don't do it, son. You got to keep it strong, brother. Pat saying, well, he can't win everything. And Bandit saying, Jeremy Clarkson in the house. It wasn't meant to be. Was that what it was like? Oh my gosh. So Liam Anfield leading the way from Catula. Pat in a solid third. We saw him make a small mistake. That will help his man Bandit close up. And Bandit's bringing Barry. He's bringing Guesty. Guesty, we know, he's got the speed. He was second on the grid. He had a little dabble with his overtake button here. But like I said, the braking, I mean, they can only juice up that hybrid only in a few places. Where's Skyjacker gone again? Well, Skyjacker was up there racing with Homesick just now, but Skyjacker deciding to swap his 7th for 10th, and he's chasing down Ensign. And Ensign we saw going massively wide, but he's catching up with our man Jokers there. And Jokers can still see those cars ahead. Wow, that's a long straight line, isn't it? Was you guys, did your arms get tired? Did your legs get tired? Pushing down on that accelerator for so long. I would have got, like, my right foot, the ball of my foot would have hurt. I really drive that accelerator into the ground, you know, I mean it. I treat my accelerator like I hate it. I treat my brakes worse. So Liam Anfield then making Mulsanne, and so does Catula. Pat also great move there through Mulsanne. You congratulate him just for getting around that corner now, because he's at that speed. It must be tricky getting that car slowed down. Look, we'll see. These three are going absolutely El Fatong, and Jokers, he does just about slow his car down, as does Skyjacker and Enseneur. All 10 made it through Mulsanne that time. What an absolute cracker. And here we go, second lap we're on now with that Liam Anfield uncontested out there, and Pat saying it's a controller advantage. Yeah, around here, God, yeah, it's just your thumb that aches, I guess. I don't know, you might use your index finger. I used my thumb when I tried it. I did fast, forward for fast, backwards for slow, and left and right joypad for left and right, and used my shoulders for gears. So Liam is leading with Catula in second. Pat solid third. I'm counting on this being a podium. Pat, don't do things like that, because I'm revving up here, I'm getting excited. Bandit is closing in though, and this is the Beamer boys reunited in the Toyotas. It's been a while, but again, that rare sight. The Beamer boys are back in town. Beamer boys are back in town. Guesty then in the monster. Way as Bandit has a little skip to the Beamer boys getting back in town. And Guesty's going up the inside though. He's not messing around. He says you can skip and dance all you like, my friend, but I have got a race to get on with, and he is up into fourth place ahead of the Bandit with Bazza. Oh, he's dropped the slipstream now in the last lap here at Le Sarf. No chicanes. And Bazza has got a big job to do ahead of him to try and gain on the Bandit and Guesty, with Homesick Alien chasing him down. Homie Skyjacker in 8th spot, fending off Ensign. We've seen Ensign and Skyjacker. We've seen Ensign race everyone, but Skyjacker and Ensign are getting doolally out there. It's great. Hello, Skyjacker. 3rd on the grid, that man started, remember. I don't want to rub anything in or anything. Maybe rub a little bit of salt in, but that's no wonder he was hesitant to come on and co-present this. He was going to do it. It was me who called it off. We were going to do it, but F1 got postponed for a little spot of rain. So we didn't do it. This was going to happen Sunday afternoon with Skyjacker joining me on the comms. But it got cancelled. We couldn't do it. Plus, I wasn't having a great day on Sunday. So, Homie in 7th, chasing down the Baz. Bandit in 4th. It's looking worrying for Bandit now. He's lost the toe of the Guesty. And Pat. Oh, we're hoping for a podium for Pat. We're into the final lap. But it's a long lap. What are they doing? 3 minute 25. Is Liam. He's the fastest man out there on those racing softs. It's not even dented it, has it? That tyre wear, it means nout round here. Going in a straight line does not wear your tyres out. And in the chat, got Skyjacker saying, you waffled out, not me. I know I did. I'm joking. I did correct it. But it would have been a bit awkward for you, because I would have kept saying to you, why are you down there, Skyjacker? Why are you in 8th? So, Ensign Newark giving Skyjacker... Oh no, that's why he's down there. He can't slow down for Mulsanne. There's something wrong with his Toyota. He's got to check his brakes. And there goes Ensign Hewitt. So Liam Anfield, right, well, he's led this race from pole. He's done everything right, and he's got the fastest lap. Is that not the... that's what do they call that? I can't remember now. Grand Royal or something like that. Royalty, I don't know. Hang on. Sipping my not latte coffee, because they didn't have any latte in the shop. I had to buy just normal coffee. It's made me a bit doolally, I think. Oh, maybe I'm getting that caffeine overload that I finally, I've been chasing all these years with the Red Bulls and the coffee. Pro Plus pills. It's just, it's so many thoughts come at once, all at the same time. So Liam Anfield's leading with Cthulhu in 2nd. Guesty is up to 3rd. My God, Pat, you are a disappointment to me. No, you're not. I'm joking, Pat. Honestly, with the force of Guesty, there was no stopping that, was there, really? There's nothing in the world with Guesty. Oh, and Liam's won it. Sorry, Liam's won it. Cthulhu's come 2nd. Guesty is in 3rd. Take a boo, my son. Pat 4th. Oh, I'm going to get worried now. Hang on. Everyone slow down. Bandit got 5th. Bazza got 6th. Right, I don't trust this. I've had some bad moments. 7th for Homesick Alien. Ensign Hewitt winning that battle with Skyjacker in the end to bring it home in 8th. Ooh, is he going to get it 8th though? And Skyjacker having one last spin before the end of the race. He likes to get him in. Ensign in 8th, and Skyjacker, is he even going to finish 9th? Hey up. He's going to donut it over the line and give himself a penalty. Ooh, and 9th there for Skyjacker as Jokus makes his way home. Sorry, Skyjacker. If any of that was harsh, I didn't mean it harshly. I was just playing. So Jokus comes home in 10th. Poor Jokus, man. He was having a strong race. It's Mulsanne, wasn't it? It really killed you guys, that. Trying to get these cars slowed down for Mulsanne seemed like an impossible feat. Except for one person. There he is, Liam Anfield. What a race. Well done, my friend. You got the Grand Tour, or whatever they call it. When you get... Oh, no, you didn't. Someone got your fastest lap, bro. Oh, I'm gutted. You failure. What you... I'm joking. It's too harsh. I'm sorry. It's late. This is late night VRC TV, where it gets a bit edgy. Cthulhu in 2nd place, with Guesty getting that fastest lap off of Liam Anfield in 3rd. So, win-win for Guesty. And Pat coming home in a solid fourth, taking nothing away from him, but that podium was there. You can feel the podium. Bandit, the Beamer boys together, fourth and fifth. Cracking a race for Bandit ahead of his arch rival Bazza, his neighbour and his nemesis. This is my neighbour, he copies me. He's a pain in my ass. So, I can't do Borat, sorry. Is it Borat? Yeah, it is. Well, that wasn't, but the person I was thinking about who talks about his neighbour in the film, it was a big pain in his butt. Homie comes home in 7th place, with Ensign Newark grabbing 8th, Skyjacker in 9th, and the Jokas is in 10th. Read then. I think nothing changes. They just all get themselves ready. Oh, let's get Jokas over the line, shall we? And get on with race 2. I know it's getting late, but I'm hoping to get done before 10. That is not going to happen, but getting somewhere close to it would be awesome. I don't get a break either. That's the other thing about not doing these live. I can't just quickly nip out for a cigarette. So let's load up 2, 3, 4. Shall I count every percent? As we go into a race 2, I think they just start where they finish. I'm not sure. I don't think it's a reverse grid. It might be a reverse rolling grid, but I don't think it is. I really just want to say they just start where they finished. And I think I have this dilemma every time. Can we not just get a set of standard rules up and down? So that I don't have to get confused, because I get confused rather easily. Oh, we're down to 2 watching now. No one cares. Don't hit like and subscribe before you go. Anyone? I know it's a loading screen, but at least I'm talking. Belching, maybe. This is the late night VRC TV. I shouldn't do it this late on this much caffeine. We'll not do that again. That's a mistake, and I admit to that. But I'm running out of time. I don't know if we've got a Tuesday race. I don't think we've got a Tuesday race. But I've still got the SSM to do. And one of the races may have been... There might be something... I don't know how many of the races I'm streaming out of the 3. So I've got to find that out. But if there's a race on Tuesday, that means YouTube's out of order. And it's always going to be out of order for the rest of the days. And nothing will ever change the order. And I wanted to get all the order done in the right order. Read then. So, yeah, like I said... Very confidently, they stay in the same place. Now they have to use the medium tyre. Pat saying VRC after dark. It's relaxed, isn't it, man? Hey, it's because the bosses aren't watching. I can get away with it. This is like a pirate broadcast. So Liam Anfield continues on pole. He's on the mediums. Hang on. Let me put the tyres, don't we? And a little bit of race prep can't go amiss, can it? There's 9 laps here for this second feature race at Los Earth. And Liam Anfield starting again from the start, where he started from the first race, which he went on to win, and then starts from the second race, exactly the same spot, but he's put some medium tyres on. He's already used the soft, so he has the super soft available for him in this. But to tell you the truth, with that tyre wear, unless fuel is a massive issue around here, and I didn't notice the fuel, I don't think there'll be any pits, will there? Well, maybe 9 laps around the South is quite a length, and they will be OR. That's what she said. They will be full throttle all the way. So Liam Anfield then on the pole with Cthulhu. We know, I'm looking at the tyres. Mediums for Cthulhu, mediums for Guesty, mediums for Pat, Bandit on the softs. Bandit, strong start we were expecting from the Flying Dutchman. Bazza, he's gone for a set of mediums with Homie on the mediums also. Ensign Newark on the softs. Skyjacker, super soft, super strong strategies, going aggressive. I like that. And Joker's also aggressive on those super softs. But we are looking at a blurry Liam Anfield starting from pole, and here we go. Sorry, I stopped it. Here we go. Actually, we did go, and I was just sipping my Red Bull. Bugger. So Liam Anfield takes charge off of pole into the lead of the race, as Catulla again stays in that second. Pat gets the move done early doors on the Guesty, and Pat very close to Catulla there. I don't know if there was contact, but Catulla holds fast in second, and Pat stays in that third as the Baz moves up. Oh, Guesty's had a free fall. Guesty having a shocking first corner, and he's dropped down into seventh with Skyjacker. Remember, Skyjacker on those very aggressive super soft tyres, as Homie makes his way around in sixth, but home six, sorry. I don't know, it's not right. Bazza out wide as he chases down the Pat, and Bandit then in fifth place. Homesick Alien is in sixth with Skyjacker taking the move against Guesty, and it's all a tow train now. Joker's in ninth, Ensign Newitt in 10th spot. Shall we get in, Ensigns? This is what it looks like on the tow train at the back. Choo! Koi Carp in the chat saying, I don't think it's the coffee that's making you do lally. That's just you, lol. It's wacky hour here at the VRC. We're sat on board with Koi. No, we're not. Koi just chatted. We're sat on Ensign Newitt. But Liam's leading from Pat. Pat's up to second. He got the tow done. Bazza followed him through. And Catulla ends up looking at the back end of the two cars he was ahead of. But there's still plenty of tow left in this straight. And the Catulla is coming back. And remember, they're not allowed to touch that boost. If you see that overtake twitching, then you better tell the admins, because they're not allowed to. And here we go for Mulsanne Part 2, and Liam Anfield easily slowing it down. Jokers didn't. Wow. And Pat there in second, Catulla third, fourth for Bazza, fifth for Bandit, but he's being set upon by Skyjacker. Skyjacker with those super softs on with that ultra grip. Oh no, but Bandit's on softs, so it's not too much of a deficit for the Bandit. Ensign Newitt right there with his softs as well. Guesty, his race going from a worse to worser in eighth, and Homesick Alien not having the best one as well in ninth. And Jokers, we saw he went flying in Mulsanne. And here we go, too wide there. Catulla and Bazza taking it to the extreme of that corner, and Liam Anfield just barely keeping that lead from Pat. Pat aggressive. Go on, my son, get in there. So Liam Anfield just about staying ahead of Pat, but Pat's keeping that tow, and his Beamer buddies behind him. Bandit, Beamer buddy, Pat. Skyjacker also up into fourth on those super soft tyres, chasing the dream with Guesty up into fifth. I just saw him at the back, didn't I? Ensign Newitt in sixth, Homesick Alien in seventh, Bazza now. Oh yeah, because we saw Bazza and Catulla going quite wide, and Barry in eighth, Catulla in ninth, and Jokers, who we saw going very wide earlier, is in 10th. But Liam Anfield doing a superb job. He's pulled away from Pat, and everything's looking rosy. And you know what I said about the fuel? Forget that, because they're not even round the first lap yet, and they've used virtually up a quarter of the tank. And oh, Liam missing the chicane totally there, with Pat giving chase, and Liam getting a very wiggly lap on those racing medium tyres, and Pat chasing him down with Bandit in the background, getting a tow from Pat as they go through the ultra fast first corner. Oh, down the brakes into the right. I think it's Dunlop or something. I can't be bothered to look for the map. And Pat in second with Bandit in third. And we have Skyjacker looming large in the Toyota Monster, looking for some points, scalps he's taking today. And Guesty is in fifth. He's had an up and down race, but he's having a mid race at the moment, with Ensign Newitt having a better race than he did in the first race, should I say. And Homesick Alien chasing down Ensign. Shall we get on board for a little bit? Keeping the car, guy, for God's sake. What's the matter with you? So on board with car 77, Homesick Alien. I so want to say homie though every time. What's going on? And yeah, he's got that tow, but it's just his Ensign in Guesty's tow that possibly is happening, and they're just towing each other along and not gaining on each other, except for maybe Guesty, who's right at the front of all of that. Let's have a look. It's Bandit. No, it's not. Sorry, it's Guesty. No, it's not. So Homesick Alien isn't really catching. Is Bazza giving him a little bump draft? Is he doing him a favour so they can catch up Ensign Ewart? I believe he is, you know. I think he could be. And they are now closing up with Ensign Ewart. Took a longer part of that straight. It's a tricky one, isn't it? And Guesty, he's clear ways as Homesick Alien makes the move up the inside. Can he slow his car down, though? This is a tricky corner they've been finding in these Toyotas, and all three survive as Bazza tries to get up the inside of Ensign Ewart and keep that buddy system going with Homesick Alien. Now they're going to buddy themselves all the way up to Guesty. He's got a tow buddy. I always say stick to a tow buddy in races that need a good tow, and he'll bump you right up to the next guy. Guesty gaining nothing from no one at the moment, getting no tow. And the Homesick Alien, Bazza working together as one unit. It's delicious. Although Bazza has lost the corner and now Homesick Alien is also on his own. Oh, we got a yellow flag up ahead. It's the Pat. Oh, Pat. No, my friend. And Homesick is up to 5th. Bazza's up to 6th. Ensign Ewart's up to 7th. And Pat is getting underway in 8th place with Cthulhu now ready on the overtake button, getting by the Pat. He's not got no boost to attack back against Cthulhu. Should have jammed that brake on while you were spinning or something, Pat, and built up your hybrid. Does it work like that, or is it just when the car's slowing down? Or is it when you apply brakes? I ask. See, this is why you need Skyjacker in the chat with me. So Liam Anfield, oh, Skyjacker! He's caught up, he's got past Bandit, he's got past everyone. I haven't followed this race very well, have I? It's too much action. So Liam Anfield then, his lead is now under threat from Skyjacker. First it was Pat. Pat had a slip. Skyjacker's got himself past Bandit, and now he's attacking. But remember, he's on the faster tyre than Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield on the mediums, while Skyjacker is on those super softs, giving it large against Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield's feeling the pressure. You can see he is. He's weaning. And Skyjacker is harrying him. Skyjacker coming through, but Skyjacker has to use a set of medium tyres in this race. Liam could wean that car out and bring it home without a pit stop. I don't know. It's early doors, lap 3. Half a tank, it's impossible, innit? I don't even think they could wean it right out. He'd need to tow off someone. He'd better off let Skyjacker through. Skyjacker's being quite clever. He doesn't want to come past Liam, does he? He's sitting behind him because he's saving fuel. He's getting towed. And so's Bandit. Liam is getting... He's indicating, he's saying to Sky, you can come by me. But Sky doesn't want to come by you. He's saving a lot of fuel, my friend. You're going to spend longer in the pit stop than he is, and that's what he's thinking. And Bandit as well. He likes the idea. I'm into this. So now we've got a choo-woo, first, second, and third, all looking sexy as they come along. Jesus, what's that look like in Bandit's car? That's a whole lot of Toyota. All right, in front of us. Oh, this is scary. I want to stay on for more song. How are we ready for this? How's your nervous disposition, guys? Who's going to brake first? Oh, Bandit's scaring. He lifted early. He didn't want to be that close, did he? Skyjacker, balls of steel. He's still right in Liam's wake. And oh no, Bandit. Don't stop in the middle of the corner. You got a whole fuck. Oh no, Bandit, what are you doing? Everyone's coming through. Oh, he's ghosted. Maybe that's not too bad. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. So Liam Anfield there leading the way with Guesty in second now. Guesty up into second with the Baz in third. Ensign Ewart in fourth. Homesick Alien in fifth place with Skyjacker getting underway again in sixth. Cthulhu in seventh with Pat in eighth. Bandit down to ninth now. Keep reuniting the Bandit, the Beamer boys. And Jokers then in 10th. Crying out loud, guys. I said how's your nervous disposition, I suppose, before we went into the corner. Pat saying orange is a stupid corner. Arnage. And Pat saying combine that with medium tyres and a bit too much loud pedal. And then the back end decided it wanted to lead the way. Yeah, well, it seems these cars do want to do that. They are monsters, aren't they? They really are. And Liam Anfield again. Easy ride of it. Guess he's trying. But, you know, Liam is the king of Lasarth. I crown the Liam Anfield the king of Lasarth. You should change it to Liam Lasarth. Liam Lasarth from now on, ladies and gentlemen. Here he comes. Make way for Liam Lasarth. Superb. And he's starting lap 4 as a guest. And it looked so good with Skyjacker, with the fuel save as well, wasn't it? It was really building something. He's giving Homesick Alien a lot to think about, but Homesick Alien, oh, well, look, they're on their 4th lap. It's still not halfway. It's halfway round this track. Is halfway. That fuel is not, but it's going to be splashes and dashes for some of these guys. It really is. Skyjacker, he's still on half a tank. Oh, Skyjacker's car is very nervous. Very nervous indeed is Skyjacker's car, and Homesick Alien resumes 5th place, and Cthulhu just slipping him one up inside of Skyjacker. He felt it. It touched the sides at least. Pat in 8th with Bandit in 9th, and the Jukas is in 10th. But Liam Lasarth is leading the way in his Castrol Toyota. No one can contest the Liam. He got pole. He did not get fastest lap in the first race though. But other than that, he's had everything go his way. He's on a quarter of a tank of fuel. We're halfway into the race now, I would say. Probably not quite half. When it's about 140, it's about halfway through the lap. And Guesty chasing him down, but there's such a distance. Pit stops could mean a big deal here, though, because Guesty has not used as much fuel as Liam Lasarth has. So, Guesty, shorter time in the pits, that could pull Liam back into him. The Baz, look at him. Look at you, Barry. You're in 3rd, mate. Why are you in 3rd? Who was in 3rd? I'm not saying that you shouldn't be in 3rd, but I thought someone else was. Ooh. So Barry in 3rd with Ensign Yu at 4th, Cthulhu in 5th. We've got Skyjacker at 6th, just ahead of Homesick. Homesick slipped down, that's why. He wasn't up in 3rd, I know, but he was 5th. Bazza and Cthulhu, was it this race them two went wide? Ages ago. Look at it, it's brilliant. It's just swapping all over the place. This cars are so difficult to drive. This track's so fast. They're just dying in every corner. And oh, Cthulhu, he's learned to slow down for this corner, but has he? Because the back end was wild on him. And he's got Homesick and Skyjacker queuing up behind him. But the Spaniard getting a little wide, but he's holding on. And Skyjacker is on those super softs. The rears are starting to flare up for Skyjacker there. And the Homesick Alien, that's because of all the sliding that he does. Because Homesick Alien, he's on the mediums. But it is the rear tyres that are taking the hit here at the Lasarth. Pat in 8th, Bandit in 9th. And Jokus in 10th. And they've got to put their medium tyre on at some point in this race. Again, Liam, he's going to have to stop for fuel. That's, oh, there he goes. He's coming in for fuel. And I suppose if you're going to come in for fuel, might as well come in earlier than later and get a nice set of softs on. Well, he can use the super softs because he used the softs in the first race. Is Guesty going to follow suit? And remember, Guesty, I think, with a little more fuel on board. Oh, no, he stayed out. Guesty stayed out on the mediums. That means Liam Anfield's going to be doing some super fast laps, whilst Guesty's just doing medium tyre lap times. Skyjacker staying out. He's going to use those super softs as long as he possibly can, I assume. Up until the last lap, possibly. Jump in and just grab a set of mediums. Homesick Alien stays out on the mediums. Pat stays out on the mediums. Bandit, he's having a bit of a rough one in the final corner, but still gets out ahead of these guys. They're all, where is Liam? Liam should be first out. There he goes. Little dribble of fuel. No, full on fuel for Liam. Full on fuel. I'm very surprised about that. Oh no, Guesty didn't go and pit, did he? Of course he didn't. So Ensign Ewart did pit. He's put on a set of mediums. He's filled up as well. The Baz, he's filled up. So yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 4 laps. They've done 5 laps. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they need a full tank to get back. I don't know. And Catula as well filling up. So yeah, it's obviously needing a full tank. No, I made the call wrong there. I thought there was a little dribble of fuel, but Guesty would have had to, Guesty, yeah, he's still going round. Why do I keep thinking he pitted? He did not pit. Skyjacker then chasing him down. Homesick staying out there. Liam Anfield's going to have to hit the ground running here on the super softs. He's not too far behind Bandit, and he might pick up a toe, which will help him even more. And Bandit running in 5th with Pat in 4th, the Beamer boys. Pat is, he's risking a lot with this lap because that fuel is pretty low in Pat's car. Homesick Alien, he seems okay. Skyjacker, loads of fuel. He's really done well this race. And Guesty also still got a bit of fuel. I think they will have to pit at the end of this one. Maybe Pat's going to be all right. I don't know. That just seems low. So Liam Anfield, Bandit, sorry. Bandit, he's quite low on fuel as well. Must be the Beamer boys. Heavy right foot. Liam Anfield in 6th. Ensign Ewart 7th. Where's this all going to wash out? He's ahead of the Baz. But the Baz is on softs, Ensign's on mediums, so Barry will be chasing him down if he can get around. And Cthulhu as well. Cthulhu and Baz back together again. Great stuff. Jokers, he's pitted. He's put some set of mediums on. He's quite a way back though. It's all about Guesty, Skyjacker, and the Homesick, Pat and Bandit. They'll be pitting at the end of this lap to sort out the order for the rest of the race. And Guesty winging it around the complex, heading towards, now the pit always catches me out here. It's somewhere where I don't expect it to be. I think it's in between the chicanes, isn't it? No, it's before one of the chicanes. I don't know. But that goes Guesty. That goes there, Guesty, into the pits, as does Skyjacker. Homesick Alien, we're expecting next. And, he's not quite. He is now. And Pat crawling in. He ran out of fuel, didn't he? He ran out of fuel as he got there. What's it say on? 0, I imagine. 0, yeah. 0%. So Liam will retake the lead, or will he? Or will he? I think so. I'm pretty sure he will. He's had a cracking out lap. So Liam Anfield, sorry, I was getting messages through. I was trying to read it. And Liam there. Skyjacker. I've never noticed that it shows them filling up with fuel. Skyjacker. Pat's still not filling up with fuel, and they're starting to leave now. Guesty's out in 2nd. Great stuff. Didn't need to put a full tank in. It was that splash and dash. Still quite a way though from our man Liam Lasarth. And Guesty though in the hunt in the final 3 laps of this race. Skyjacker out in 3rd. This has turned round to be not a bad race for Skyjacker. He's had his ups, he's had his downs, but at the moment he's in 3rd. Then we've got Ensign Ewart ahead of the Baz. Barry having a look. Ensign Ewart's on those medium tyres, and the Barry, he's hungry for it. He says, let me see it, let me see it. He's got Cthulhu as well on the super softs behind. These late stoppers, they're coming through on the faster tyre, and it's going to be exciting. Homesick Alien also onto the super soft tyres, chasing down the guys ahead, and there is Pat. He's gone to the soft tyre, and Bandit is leaving the pits on the medium tyre. He started, didn't he, on the faster tyre. Skyjacker's gone to mediums as he tries to chase Guesty, who's on the faster tyre. Liam's on the faster tyre. Ensign Ewart's on the mediums, and he's been caught by the Baz, who is right there in the tow, and it's just inevitable. But Cthulhu's having a nip round. Cthulhu, Baz is pushing Ensign. He wants to do a bit of bump drafting, but Cthulhu says, nah, forget you guys. I'm coming through. It's 3 wide, coming into Molson. They're all very, very crazy people. Oh, no, we've got a little way to go yet. but Bazza takes the lead of that little tribe as he's got Ensign and Catula either side of the back of him, one on each corner. And Barry twins, the rose between the thorns, as they go in. Who's going to be the break king? And Skyjacker was nearly the break king, but Bazza gets through, as does Catula ahead of Ensinua, but Ensinua is on the medium tyres, remember. Catula on the super softs and Bazza's on the softs, and they have caught up. Skyjacker astronomically. Guesty in second, chasing down Liam, who's on a set of super softs. And I think it's going to be a big struggle for Guesty. He needs Liam to have a huge one. A humongous one. Bazza gets through. Oh no! Skyjacker decides to make sandcastles at the wrong time of the race. As Bazza gets through, Catula up to fourth, and Ensign Newitt slips through as well into fifth, and Skyjacker down in sixth, trying to get that traction down of the Toyota, those medium tyres, not playing games that he wants to play. Homesick Aliens, the next one in the hunt. Oh, as we see Pat having a huge one coming out of the corner. He gathers her up and he gets on the way. And Bandit, oh, we've lost Jokers, I think. Jokers has gone. And we've got Bandit now chasing down Pat. But he's some way off as well. He's lost a bit of time out there. Liam Anfield, Liam Lasarth. It's in the bag, innit, bro? It's in the bag. We got this. So Liam cracks on with Guesty in chase. Here's Guesty. Oh no, was that an outlap for the Guesty Meister? 327 or 330? I think that was an outlap for Guesty. Not one to take that lap. Well, Liam's out for that was a 325, 330 for Guesty. So Liam really is pelting it out there. Bazza in a podium position. Catula in fourth. Ensign at fifth. Skyjacker in sixth. He's on the slower tyre, the medium tyres. And he's got Homesick Alien zoning in on him. And we've got the Beamer Boys in eighth and ninth. But there's a chasm between the two of them. When will I see you again? So Liam is the man in the lead, with Guesty chasing him down. Bazza and Catula and Ensinua all up in this battle, but Ensinua can't stick with Catula and Bazza as they are on the faster tyre. And Guesty isn't that far ahead of Barry. Barry might be having aspirations above his station here. He might be getting some high expectations. I love his wheels. Baz, your wheels are great. They've got like a rainbow tint to them. I've only just noticed in round 4 that you've got the best wheels in the game. And here we go. Catula goes for it. And Bazza, he knows what's going to happen. He just slips back into Catula's slipstream. There's still quite a bit of straight to go. And the Baz then just drafts past Catula to third, and they'll say we can do this throughout the whole straight and it's fun. And why wouldn't we do it? Because you're meant to be getting up to Guesty. Should be bump drafting each other, not just overtake. Well, maybe it is still faster going past each other. You don't need to bump. Although Bazza made a better effort through that turn than Catula did, and he's gained himself a couple of tenths there as Guesty tries to get away from Barry and Catula. Ensinua on the medium tyres. He's ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker can see him, but can he get the lap times in? Homesick Alien on those super softs, closing in every single kilometre of track that they go through. Homesick Alien getting closer and closer to Skyjacker, and it's these corners that's really going to help us homie out and try and get him closed up to the back of Skyjacker. Pat is in 8th, and he's there. He's in the fight. He's still there. He's on the back of Homesick. One small mistake by any of these guys, and Pat is still in this. Although you can't see Homesick, but I don't think they're that far apart. And Skyjacker feel now the presence of Homie behind him. As Liam Anfield, solid drive here with a faster lap for him. Is it the fastest lap? It is not the fastest lap. Liam Anfield is not producing fastest laps today as he starts his penultimate lap, lap 8 of 9. Guesty, he's also not got the fastest lap. Cutula going faster than he's gone before with a 3:26. And he is ahead of the Baz. Before we saw it was Baz ahead of Cutula, but now the Spaniard is ahead of the Belge, who's just struggling to get through that first corner. Well, second corner, I think. Ensign Ewart being caught up by Skyjacker. Skyjacker on it, and he's the man with the fastest lap, the unbeatable fastest lap, it would seem. And he will be happy about that as he battles with Ensign Ewart. And Homesick Alien has closed up on the medium runners. He's on the super softs, and he should be looking for a way as they all go a little wide. Superb. And this is going to be a train. Ensign Ewart's trying to shake them off, and there's nothing Skyjacker can do about Homesick Alien now. It's down to the fate of the draft gods, the tow gods for Skyjacker. Homesick Alien, though, he's a wily one. He might play the bump draft just to close up to Ensign. And yes, he does, because they both go for the move on poor old Ensign, and Ensign joins the back, hoping to grab a tow back. But Homesick and Alien, Skyjacker together, a force to be reckoned with. Bazza's not too far away. Are these two are going to work in unison to get Barry Twins with the softer tyres, but they're starting to show wear already. Cthulhu's also are showing wear. Guesty, solid run so far in second place. Cannot close the gap to Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield a 3:25.4 last time around. Guesty a 3:25.5. Tenths in it. Cthulhu doing a solid job in third, pulling away from the Baz, who now has to be worried about the Skyjacker Homesick combo, but they're further apart than I expected. So Homesick must have had a wobble on, but not a big enough wobble to lose it to Ensign. I don't know. Should I go back? No, it's late. We don't want to... Something happened. Homesick didn't keep with Skyjacker. Skyjacker is closing in, though, on Bazza. Maybe those tyres have cooked their pot. Don't seem like they're that much worn, though, do it? Words are not working for me. They don't seem that worn, do they? And so Bazza in fourth, Skyjacker closing in. Homesick. It's like I'm missing big gaps in this race. I keep seeing racing, and then I go back to it, and they're not. Bandit and Pat drifting even further apart, I believe. As Liam Anfield enters into his final lap here. Has he been contested at all? Liam Lasarf takes that fastest lap that he's been chasing, and this is all going Liam Lasarf's way around here at Lasarf, with Guesty in second spot, starting his final lap. Cthulhu in third. Could be a solid podium for Cthulhu here. He'll be looking for some good points. He's chasing down Bandit and Barry Twins. Cthulhu is on 51 points. Rido, who was unable to make this one, 56 points. Cthulhu could jump 3 places here with this podium. 2 places ahead of Bazza. And Bandit is having a bad one in 9th. So Cthulhu could get some strong points after this round against his closest competitors. Homesick Alien losing ground to Liam and Guesty. Liam closing that gap to Guesty with a double win here at Lasarf. So great stuff. Pat saying vocabulary failing warning light. It is, honestly, it's falling apart here in the comms box. Liam Anfield leading with Guesty in second. Cthulhu is in third. Skyjacker is in fourth. He's really pulled away from the Alien, hasn't he? How does he manage that? Homesick Alien's tyres starting to give up on him. The Bazza, who was up there, dropping behind the Alien and Homesick. So didn't notice that one as well. See, it's like big swaths of this race have just suddenly disappeared. Ensign Newitt there in seventh with Pat closing in on Ensign. I said about Pat, I said he's not out of it. We're on the final lap and he can see Ensign Newitt. Homesick and the Baz are in a little battle now with themselves and each other. Liam Anfield, meanwhile, he's got a ways to go before he wins this race, but there's not much standing in his way. Guesty in second, Cthulhu in third. Cthulhu's fuel's looking tight with Skyjacker in fourth. Ooh, Skyjacker, Cthulhu's fuel's not looking too sharp. Well, his fuel's a little worse than yours, but it'll probably get him to the end, in all fairness. Homesick Alien's pulled away from Barry Twins, with Ensign Newitt not able to close the gap yet, and Pat's there. Oh, all their fuels are pretty red. Oh no, we lost Bandit, he's ghosted. So here is Liam Lasaf prepping up ready for his double win around here at the Le Mans track. Liam Lasaf Le Mans bringing his Toyota home for a, well, this will make this championship very interesting with him and Guesty. He'll close up closer to Guesty. Guesty gets that second spot. But yeah, Liam will be welcoming them points going into that last round. Means this championship is wide open. Guesty then coming home in second spot, trying to stay ahead of Liam in the championship. And a great drive from Guesty to grab a second spot with Cthulhu. The fuel has stayed with him as he comes out of that final corner and grabs himself a beautiful, beautiful third. Take a boo, my son. Skyjacker bringing it home for fourth. He's had an absolute adventure. Has he slowed down for Homesick? He has. Homesick Alien goes through. Skyjacker in fifth. The Baz in sixth. Ensign Newitt comes home in seventh. Pat grabs himself eighth. I think the Bandit is a little way off. God. We'll try and keep an eye on it. So a great win for Liam Anfield. A great pair of wins for Liam Anfield. Absolutely well done. Liam Lasarth, I do rename you. And Guesty in second. That's going to keep his championship hopes alive. Well, the lead of the championship alive. Cthulhu getting some great points today. And grabbing himself third. There's a timer, though, isn't there? It's not going to get him to the line, is it? I'm thinking there might be a time run out. I'm there looking at these little blue arrow heading towards the finish line. He's probably not going to get to the finish line. And it'll just cut out when I'm not expecting it. So, best be safe, not sorry. We'll just do it on pause. So, Cthulhu there. A great third place for Cthulhu. Smashing racing. It's hard to say. They're all over the place, these guys. It has to be said. Homesick Alien, good points, good points. He's chasing down. The two people he's chasing have scored more points than him. But still, you know, every point counts. You never know after the drop scores what can happen. Fifth place for Skyjacker. He's had adventure time. He should have had that fourth. I'm not sure why he pulled over for the Alien. Don't know if there was something. I don't know. It's a strange one. Maybe he just didn't. Well, he's chasing the Alien down. He's 7 points adrift of the Alien. So them two are in it together in a battle. So, yeah, I don't know why that occurred. Bazza, great race, sixth. Probably not what he wanted. That's a rubbish shot, though. It's a great shot of those three cars, I've got to say, but it's not a picture of Bazza is what I want. There you go. Barry Twins in sixth place. Ensign Newitt coming home in seventh. Pat, a cracking eighth. And Bandit in ninth. I'm not going to risk it, Bandit. Sorry, mate. I'm not going to drive you home. At some point, It might be tomorrow. I don't think that we've got a race tomorrow. I think they're still doing sign-ups for it, for Tuesday nights. Let me get up to the sign-up. I think the WES is open. GT WES Season 4, GT3 WES. So that's open. So that's not starting until 18th of the 10th. Oh, we've got a couple of weeks. So yeah, tomorrow we'll probably see the Sunday Sprint Madness, the SFR cars, streamed at you. Or Wednesday, because I've got 2 days before a race. Then the next race on your calendar after the Sunday Sprint Madness, I've got to find out what races I'm doing, if I'm doing all 3, because I think there was a problem with the settings in the first race. But yeah, you should be sorry as well, Skyjacker. I couldn't find the replays. I had to go to Skyjacker's profile because he didn't put any tags in. So it wouldn't come up on a search. Small problems, admin problems, not problems for viewers, if that's what I can call you. Can I call you viewers? Voyeurs. What was I saying? I don't know. Yeah, we've got the Sunday Sprint Madness. That'll either be tomorrow or Wednesday. Thursday, we're coming back with the final round of the VGT, the VAG League. And yeah, that's coming at you from Tokyo. We're going to have ourselves, you know, for me, it's just about family. It's all about family. And we're taking it to the streets of Tokyo on the expressway. We're going to have ourselves a race for pinks. You see? See what I'm saying? We're taking it to the road, man. We're taking it down to the level of the street. We're having ourselves a road race. So join us again on Thursday if I can get into the lobby, because that's why this is a replay. It's not because I was too lazy to do it. I couldn't find the lobby. It was bedlam that night. But here we are. Yeah, Thursday, Tokyo. Don't know there's something going on Friday, but I don't know if it's going to be streamed or not. Who knows? And then again for Sunday. Do you know what? Instead of listening to me garble on about it, go to www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, and there you can find out what we're doing all week and beyond. And you can see the tables, you can join the Discord, our community, and you can tell me what a terrible job I did at rounding this up. Thank you. I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Seymour Butts. Please like and subscribe, because YouTube really get off on that sort of stuff. Read then. Peace and love. Peace and love. Night night, children.